Hello, females ages 12 to 14 who live primarily in America. I did a narration of a story that I wrote like in middle school and randomly found. And I randomly found like stacks and stacks of papers from when I was ages 10 to now. Not now, but you get the idea. And amongst all those things, I found this. Now, what is this, you may ask? This is a few papers that I wrote with my tutor when I think I was in 6th grade. And she was trying to get me to write a persuasive essay. And looking at these papers, you can tell I obviously was not into it. But I think it's really funny, so I have some papers here and I'm just going to read them to you. And I think I was in 6th grade. I'm not sure, but I think. Okay, so, first of all, look how terrible my handwriting is. I don't know if it's focusing or not, I'm sorry. This one was about the iPhone, so I'm just gonna... Alright. Get an iPhone! 'Cause you need one to have the time, the date, the entertainment, and information. And it's all lightweight and portable. The only reason why you wouldn't get one is that you couldn't afford one. So if you can, dump your old phone, dump your, like you are, old phone and get an iPhone! So as you can see, I'm very persuasive in telling people to buy an iPhone, so Apple, hire me. This one is about how why people should drink hot Kool-Aid. Julian Smith, hot Kool-Aid. Yeah, that's where I got the idea. I don't have any originality in my brain. Everyone likes Kool-Aid, but some people find the Kool-Aid man scary. That doesn't have anything to do with the argument. Usually, Kool-Aid is cold, but you would want to drink it... Wait, what? So what about at winter? You can drink something cold when it's cold out. You can't drink something cold when it's cold outside. So try hot Kool-Aid. The same great taste with the soothing hot feeling. It's so easy. Just heat up your Kool-Aid after pouring it into your cup. So why not try it today? There's actually no reason why you shouldn't. Have Kool-Aid all year round. So buy some today. And at the end I put like this unamused face. Sorry if I'm scaring you. This is the big finale. This is my short story, not a persuasive essay. I think it didn't really matter if I wrote a terrible short story. So this is called Stanley the Super Kid. And Stanley's just a kid, and he's kind of like weird and out there, and his best friend is like the guy who just follows behind and whatever, but I'll just read the story. So, Stanley didn't like his room. It was plain white, with a white bed and a white dresser. Rats, he said to himself. Stanley didn't like his brother. He had spat all over his breakfast. Rats. 4-year-olds are disgusting, Stanley said to himself. His mother and father slobbered and squeezed him to death as he stepped out the door. Rats, Stanley said. Rats, rats, rats! Outside, his friend Eddie was waiting for him. Outside. Not a good writer. The bus stop. Hey there, Stanley, Eddie cried out. Things are boring around here. Yes, Stanley agreed. They are. We've got to change something. I know, Stanley shouted. Today, we will be super kids. Super kids? Eddie asked. Yes. The bus arrived shortly. Stanley and Eddie got on. Hello, Stanley and Eddie, the bus driver said. We're not Stanley and Eddie anymore. We're Super Stanley and Eddie. The bus driver looked at them oddly. They made it to school. Stanley stepped on some gum. Rats, he said. The bell rang. Avast! Stanley yelled. We're gonna be late! Both of them ran to the door and made it just on time. The bell is no match for us super kids. During recess, Stanley decided to go to the racing track. I can win this, Stanley thought. After all, I am super. Ready, set, go! Stanley took off. Yes, Was he in first place? He was! Stanley was feeling really super now. He started to do his victory dance in front of them. Nobody likes a gloater, Stanley, said Fred, who was a pain in the butt. You're just jealous, Stanley said. After all, I am super. The end. Okay, so, like I said earlier, I don't feel like I was taking it seriously or trying when my tutor told me that I needed to write a persuasive essay because I was writing things about hot Kool-Aid and the Kool-Aid man. But tell me if you liked it, I guess.